here to bring you a collective energy reading for who else but my beloveds. Hope everybody is doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section and let me know, or the chat. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. I hope everyone is doing great tonight. I don't know if y'all seen the moon, but it's looking kind of interesting tonight. But happy Saturday night, y'all. February 1st, first day of Black History Month. Tuesday, Black Cherry. How y'all doing? What's good, mamas? What's good, Wagwan? Peace, peace, peace. So tonight's message download was trust creates peace. I actually solved that, but trust was on my mind all day. Having trust. And the lack of trust is what causes discord amongst people. I think that's why trust was on my mind today. So anyway, that's the download. Trev, what up, boo? What up, mamacita? All right, we're going to get into the message and we're going to clarify. All right. We got the professors in the building. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What they need to know about trust. Oh, you know what? Oh, I think I'm going to do a you versus them reading tonight. That's what it needs to be. How you feel about them, how they feel about you. That's what we're going to do. This is feeling like twin flame. That's why the trust issue is coming up. It's feeling like twin flame energy. So we're going to start off with intrusive thoughts, move over to the twin flame oracle, and finish off with some tarot and a oracle card to give a message. Let's see what my energy do. Thank you, Chase 9292. I just came from an art. What was it? An art installation. What do they call that? Shit. What was it? Reception tonight from this brother named Cliff Ward. He's a permanent resident artist at Brownsford Sculpture, New Jersey, but he is now exhibiting in Artworks Trenton. Oh my gosh. I gotta send y'all a picture when I get a chance. Y'all gotta see it. All right, Spirit. Give me a so if this is your first time on the channel and you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you notified anytime I come on. All right. So thank you for being here. Spirit, give me a message. You versus them. That's you. Oops. Too much cards coming out my hand. Hold on. And them. You. How do you feel about them? This is twin flame only or soulmate. Twin flame only or soulmate. This is not if you in separation and you don't want that person and you don't think they can ever come back. And none of that. This might not be your story, but if you're here, welcome. You're welcome to stay, listen, and enjoy. But this is not everybody's story, okay? We just start that off. This is probably not somebody you would not want back. This would be somebody you would consider, okay? You versus them. Mm-mm-mm. Tell me turn to Jesus, yet you turn to me. You tuned in, Hudson. Welcome, welcome, welcome. At the bottom of the deck. Somebody did not like the truth. Look at that. Unapologetically real. If you don't like the truth, get the stepping. All right, so let's see how you feel about them. Let's go with the first card. Oh, either they stalking you. That's how you feel about them, or either you stalking them or they stalking you. Let's see. Standoff. Hmm. Tell me more. Unfinished love story. Long journey. Heart collector. And love locked down. All right. I don't know why I feel like this energy might be mutual between you and your person, but I feel like you may feel like they sneaky and that y'all got an unfinished story. You also may feel like they're a heart collector, meaning that they don't just have you, they have other people in their energy. Um, there's a standoff between two of you because this person and you both may be stubborn, or you may have been standing your ground, uh, more of holding up your boundaries. Uh, this is a long journey between the two of you, but the love between y'all is on a love lockdown, meaning they may have, or you may see them as somebody that collects hearts and flirt. They might even cheat or have cheated in the past energy, but it's you they keep coming back to with that long journey. It's you they keep coming back to, but somebody don't want to deal with the truth. Also, it's given that Mooney Long, no, not Mooney Long, that Coco song where she talks about, um, I know you ain't say, I know you didn't mean goodbye when you said goodbye. You know that song. I know you ain't mean no goodbye, whatever. Y'all know the lyrics. I'm stuck right now, but y'all know the lyrics. So that's what it's given. Like this person may walk away, but then keep coming back to you. You know what I'm saying? It's giving that kind of energy. But again, I feel like you may feel like they're a stalker and a heart collector, but you feel like this love story is unfinished. So between the two of y'all, the love is not over, but somebody didn't like the truth, and I feel like you put your foot down on them, so they feel like y'all just in a standoff. You know what I'm saying? A battle of the ego right now. Nobody want to be in no battles. Nobody wants to be in a battle. Yeah, him versus her. Yep, something like that. Tell me more. Bumping head. Yeah, y'all bump heads. Y'all not getting along. So this is somebody you're not getting along with. So for me, this is giving somebody that's fairly recent energy, not like this. Not somebody from 2, 3, 4 years ago. This is somebody like you probably recently broke up with, or had another cycle with in the last year or so. Okay, but I feel like it's sooner than timing wise. I just feel like it's not that far away. Tell me more. Influencer, yeah, and they see you as an influencer. Some of you might have channels on some sort, whether it's here on YouTube, downstairs. Hey, YouTube, it could be you got something on a different social media platform, but they see you as an influencer. But y'all not getting along. That's the biggest problem. Standoff, bumping heads. It's a lot of conflict. But why? Tell me more, Spirit. Why the conflict? Oh, because I see they've been sneaky. Okay. They peer at you. You feel like they cold blooded. This could be somebody who's emotionally avoided. You know, like somebody that comes in, maybe love bomb you and then drop you like a ghost and just disappear. You know what I'm saying? Cold blooded. Just one moment they all up in your face and the next moment they could care less. Sneaky Pete. Sneaky devil. Yeah, but this is how you see them because there's a lack of trust here. And they going through a natural disaster. So you over there thinking they being sneaky and they over there going through it. That's really what it is. They getting judgment. Mm. They getting payback. They getting consequences. They getting correction. Their life is going undergoing something major. You know what I mean? And also, Spirit says something that you couldn't have predicted, right? Like you might have predicted that they would get what they deserve, but what they deserve was up to the universe, and it was far beyond your imagination. Any more? Here we go with that bullshit. Sorrow. Mourning here, release, reflection, growth, forgiveness, acceptance, and depression. You see them as depressed. They might have put you in that energy in the past, but I think you see them as they going through it. You know it, and maybe you know what they're going through, but like I said, it superseded your imagination. Tell me more. And they feel left hanging, or they know that they left you hanging. Mm. This person, okay, so this is time for a plug. So on TikTok, on the same name, same channel, we're going to be doing we're doing shadow work classes right now. That's for 5 weeks under TikTok University, Sankofa University, Sankofa Talk University, and Hillman Talk, right? But after the 5 weeks, we roll into parent wounds. Okay, and that parent wound, we're gonna cover abandonment issues. And I feel like this person has abandonment issues, but they're the type of person that may abandon someone before they can be abandoned, that kind of stuff. So somebody might be just they will leave you hanging, but then also feel like if you they need refund their taxes on your account. I'm confused. But so this person has some type of parent wound. So they lack the ability to keep a strong connection with you. Or others really. I feel like they're constantly looking for some sort of attention and or validation. Um and they cut their emotions off cold. Like they just can't maintain their emotions in a relationship, but they will reflect and they will look back and then they will try again. So therefore, there's the cycles, trying again. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, bottom of the deck. Phew, I'm in love with you. Overall energy. So y'all beefing right now because somebody can't handle the truth about who they are. There's trust issues. If you can't handle the truth, you got trust issues, and I'm in love with you. So that's the overall energy, y'all. This is about someone in love, but can't maintain a relationship. Like there's strong emotions there. I don't know if you could call that in love, but there's a passion, there's a desire, there's a connection in here, right? And it feels like what somebody may think is love, but they're not operating the way love works, right? Love don't ghost. Love don't hurt. Love does not abandon. You know what I'm saying? Love now self-love may make you preserve yourself, but love between two, being in love with somebody does not abandon. And this person got taught a different version of what love looks like. Tell me more. This is somebody whose emotions weren't validated as a child, so they don't know how love works. Yeah, received. Mm. Yeah, you received let's say you received love that as a child. You knew how to give love, but this person, mm-mm, not so much. Tell me more. Solitude. Yeah, this person's they're alone a lot, a lot, a lot. This person is not. They isolate. They go into self isolation mode. They try to go within. They get quiet because an adult, excuse me, that isolates a lot. Usually, there was no one to bounce their emotions off of when they were a child. So they get quiet. They go in their room. They go somewhere else. They just get quiet. They don't come out until they feel safe again. And then we got barriers. Yeah, you feel like they got plenty of barriers in this relationship. If they have parent wounds, the parent could be a barrier. They are now the barrier of their life, meaning that if they're an adult now, so they become the barrier, meaning those childhood wounds come with them until they learn to heal them. So the things they do as a child, they do as an adult, and that becomes a barrier. If they've been sneaky, that's a barrier. The lack of trust is a barrier for you, for sure. Maybe not so much this person, but for you. Tell me more. Yes, that's definitely what it is. This person connects in the 5D with you. You know what I'm saying? This type of person that um they could they whether their eyes open or closed, they feel connected to you. This is a connection. Okay, this is a connection. This is something that y'all telepathically communicate. You feel each other's energy. Um, y'all talking each other's dreams. Yeah. One more in each. Yep. And you know that they recognize you just like you recognize them. Mhm. Justice. Okay, so this person is going through it. Once again, they're getting consequences for their actions. This person is probably learning lessons now that they weren't willing to learn, maybe when you were directly in their energy. But the fact that y'all are, there's a separation here. Bottom in this winter, it's cold now. You know what I'm saying? They don't have you to snuggle up on. Um, this connection is cold. Um, you are cold. This is somebody who feels out in the cold from you, meaning they don't feel as connected as they used to, or what they're normally used to with you. They feel disconnected. They feel that you won't pay them any mind or any attention. Yeah. So this person, they're getting what they deserve. That's what I'm hearing Spirit said. It's like whatever they did to you is possibly, depending on where they are and who they're with, is being done to them. Right? I think they're getting the idea of maybe in your connection that they weren't treating you right, perhaps. This person is starting to acknowledge that. Um, they're starting to know where the problems are coming from. Because, when you pull back your energy, somebody can finally see something, right? Because you're not blocking anything. They can't focus on you. Now they got to focus on whatever they're going through at the time. And that gives somebody clearer vision. So I feel like collectively y'all pulled your energy back from somebody who needed to see what they needed to see. And you getting out of the way help them visually spiritually, emotionally, mentally, if physically, all of that. Know what okay, this is my problem. This is the core crux of my issue. Now, that doesn't mean they fully know what their issue is, but they know, they understand. So if it's the parent wounds, like I mentioned, this is somebody realizing how they hurting themselves, or maybe they're looking at a parent, if the parent is still alive or in their life, they're looking at that parent like, oh, you why I keep doing such and such and such. You know what I mean? They starting to realize that parent is actually the problem. But I feel like these are things amongst other things that maybe you pointed out to this person and they could see it, or they just didn't want to believe it or acknowledge it. They had cognitive dissonance with you. They weren't accepting what you were saying about whatever their circumstances are and where the root cause of it was. Now that you have backed off, they have no choice but to see the root cause, or acknowledge that there is in fact problems. And also, if they continue to behave in a way that separated y'all, none of their relationships are going to go well, because they have to first accept the truth. Like they say, you can't acknowledge, if you don't acknowledge a problem or that you have a problem, you can't even begin to fix it, because you have to recognize you have it. Well, this person is getting justice. This person is getting consequences for their choices and actions. Okay, whether they like it or not, that's here twice. And it's been a long journey, because I feel like this person is very stubborn with what is it, standoff energy. Yeah, they don't. There's a lot of times where this person never felt that they were wrong, but that's also because as a child maybe they weren't challenged for being wrong, or they were, they couldn't acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? So this person has to be shown, and this is what the universe is doing, showing them this where you went wrong. So they could be stuck all they want and stubborn all they want. The universe is going to enact that karma. Like, they're not going to escape their karma. They might want to, but we want a lot of things in life, don't we? Come on, Max. Tell me more, spirit. Oh, my card is upside down. So it says, I'll always come back to you. Nothing and no one will keep me from you. That's what they see. This is where the cycles are. I'll always come back to you. Well, why do they keep leaving that they have to come back? And that's where they need to check that. If they're supposed to be your soulmate and y'all supposed to have this long-term relationship, we shouldn't have these separations off and on. Like, it shouldn't be like that. That's not normal. Maybe this is what they saw growing up between parents and guardians, and they somehow feel like that's normal. I also feel like this is the type of person that will come back, will leave your life and then come back when you get ready to heal, or as you're healing from them. When you're not calling and you're not worried and you go focus on yourself, this person's like, well, wait a minute. Why they worry about somebody else and not me? Hey, sister girl. Long time no see. How you doing this Saturday evening? Tell me more, spirit. Oops, that fell. And they watched you walk away and choose you. This is what I just said. And now they want to do the same and be consistent. So your person saw you let them go. Now, I don't know what your cycles were, because everybody's situation is different, but they saw you let them go. And now it got them scratching their head like, hold on. And now, you know, if you gave them an ultimatum, or if you gave them requirements for them to be in your life, or you set a boundary, you did something different than the last time. Like, this time has been different. I think you're not willing to go back and forth with them anymore. And I feel like this person is realizing that. And but they feel like they'll always, you feel like they think they can always come back to you. and that nothing will stop them. That's part of the standoff because your boundaries are thicker than before. You know what I'm saying? You stand intent on your boundaries. So this person can't just come back to you and do what they want. They can't. You know that this is what they want to do, but they can't. It's not that simple. And then it says, I watched you walk away and choose you. Now I want to do the same and be consistent. I don't know if this person is telling you stuff. Hmm. I don't know if they just be telling you stuff and you listen to it and you like, so you thought you could just come back, but your boundary is much stronger than it's ever been, and so this person has to fight through wherever their demons are in order to reconnect if that's what they want to do. But they will pursue you. This is somebody energetically pursuing you at the time. At this time, tell me more, spirit. Hmm. So you knew that this person had spell work on them. And the spell work could have been, again, them parent wounds. The spell work could have been somebody lying to them, an ex or something like that. But the thing is, they were being manipulated. It said kept spell work and manipulation kept me stuck in my head, but that's clearing up now. I'm waking it. So you see them. You told them you need to wake up because you got a lot of spell work on you. And this person, again, I'm gonna take it back to the cognitive dissonance. They didn't want to believe what you had to say. They didn't want to accept what you were saying because you told them what it was and they didn't want to hear it. Wow. Tell me more. Yeah, no, see, you gotta let him be ghost and then not let him come back kind of energy. Like put a stipulation on that. Like, listen, you don't want to be in my life, stay out. Don't come back. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to repeat. So you could just keep doing what because you haven't worked on yourself. That's what it boiled down to, sister girl. He need to work on himself. Tell me more, spirit. Now he's sitting there thinking he should have listened to you because you really loved him. And he sees that now. Now I'm ready to listen and do better. Listen. Your person is a knucklehead, okay? They hard headed. They gotta figure it out on their own. But in the meantime, as long as you allow them to play in your energy, they will play in your energy. So if there's a stipulation that listen, you need to go get some therapy or some help, and you need to start working on that behavior, and you need to not only work on it, be consistent. Also, I don't like when you do this because this harms me that way. And as long as you're doing this, don't even call me. Like you gotta put your 10 toes down and then you mean it. So when they call you, be like, you just delete, either block them, and if you don't feel like blocking, and they call, I listen. I don't want to talk to you. Like, I gotta go. Click if you answer the phone. All I'm saying is you got to block this person from your energy in some way if they're going to be playing those type of ghosting games. That's little child's play. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more. Hey, bite. Excuse me. Yeah, that. Oh shit, y'all. My bad. Oh, my little thing fell. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know what the hell. Uh-oh. Why is it not? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Now that's fake. Lord have mercy. Okay. If I was watching this, I'd be like, am I on a ship? Because this is too much. I need a better stand. I tried another one and it just irks irks the hell out of me. Both of these stands actually. I just need to get back to my desk to be honest with y'all. All right, tell me more. Oops. He calls it a ship. Lord. All right, so it says I made the wrong choice. Now I have to face my decision. This is like the third card of this person getting consequences for their actions. I made the wrong choice. Now I have to face my decisions. Hope you don't let me go. So you know that this person doesn't want you to let them go. I feel like they may have expressed that already in some way, but they have made the wrong choice or they have made bad decisions. And three times here in this pile, Spirit has shown that they are going through consequences for their actions. So if they chose another person, if that was the wrong decision, then they know that they're unhappy in that decision. Okay, excuse me, if they made some other decisions, right? Maybe they just ghosted and played games and acted childish with you, or just didn't get the help that they need because they don't know how to have healthy relationships. Either way, that's a bad decision for somebody you claim to love because again, they said they in love with you, right? So if they in love with you, why would you disrupt the love? There's a lack of trust here. All right, hold on. I don't know who the hell Miss Eve is, but that is annoying the hell out of me. So I took care of that just now, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't. What that's all about? Be right back and that nonsense. I don't need to know. We ain't talking. I don't even know you. Like, stop. That's annoying. Anyway, um, one more on this other side. It is about control, cause they trying not to get hurt. I can't wait to tell you everything since we haven't spoken. So this person is looking to communicate with you. They want to talk. What's the bottom of the deck? I know I have to apologize. I need your forgiveness. Okay. Whatever this is, your person did the most. Okay. And it's costing them this connection. It also puts you in a position to really evaluate their role in your life, right? I feel like you took inventory. So maybe one of those ghosting moments, times, or whatever the case may be, you sat with your feelings and your thoughts and you thought it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you had a little sesh with yourself and thought about it, like, wait a minute now. What am I doing? And this is not serving me. Actually, it's agitating me or making me feel a kind of way. And with you feeling like that and really like assessing your emotions, you had to come to some conclusions that you had to stand on because you realized that a lot about this relationship was very unhealthy. And I just feel like, you got more like comfortable with them not being in your life if what they bring to your life was going to make you miserable in any kind of way. And I feel like that's what's the word? Level, like a level up or a level of understanding that you had to conclude to. Like you had to get to that. You know what I'm saying? Where you realize, okay, these things and this connection, this game, this cycle, this circle we keep going through ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And um a lot of times in connections like that, people run out of fear and they just keep you know what spirit told me earlier that the really some of the trust issues come from that duality, that duplicity. My bad, that duplicity. um they act one way with you but somebody else they another way, meaning like their public persona might be one way but then when they with you they're a whole nother person. And when you see them in public, the way they act is not how they are with you in closed doors, or how they act on social media versus how they act with you. Whatever the case may be, they have a different persona based on who they're around. They're very duplicitous, I'm hearing. And that's part of why you can't trust this person, or what gives you trust issues regarding this person. You know, it makes you hey, what's up, Carmen? He taught me how to live without. Yep, they do teach you how to live without them and be happier. Yep. And the other thing is, sometimes they talk about you behind your back to other people, acting as if they're not interested in you. You know what I'm saying? That, or you did something to them, or you played mind going, or you whatever. Something somehow you're wrong, right? To other people, and they may kiss up to other people, you know what I'm saying, to prove a point. But meanwhile, they long for you. And then what is it? Love locked down. They focus on you, and you know it. But they got so much pride in this ego business. But meanwhile, this is them stalking, being sneaky, prying, shadowing you. So, you know, that duplicitous nature, it might be obvious to you, it might not, but whatever the case may be, I feel like you have a deep knowing, regardless whether somebody told you, whether you saw for yourself, or what. You know that this person is different around you. They act as if you're not important. They act as if you somehow, you did something to them, and they don't want to be bothered. They don't really want you. But at the same time, all the while, you are who they want. So, you know, you take it how it resonates, but I really feel like this person need to grow up. Okay. They need to get some help for that avoidant, emotionally avoidant personality type, to stop all that ghosting nonsense, to learn how to communicate better, to be honest, in their emotions and their feelings. There's a lot that this person need to catch up on, emotionally, or even for maturity's sake. And you have to let this go for now. You know, and like I said at the top of the reading, this is not necessarily somebody you would not want ever in your life. It's just you cannot accept them in the current state that they're in. Right? You know how they say you guys accept people as they are. Not necessarily. You do not have to accept somebody that will mistreat you, disrespect you, play with you, do all kind of. You don't have to accept that, and you can still love them, but not accept that foolishness from them. You know, I wouldn't. I don't care if it's a relative, a friend, a lover. If you can't treat me the same way in public as you do behind closed doors, I can't F with you at all, because somehow I cannot trust you. That tells me personally that you will turn on me in an instant, because you, God forbid, somebody see that you talking to me, or you with me, or you cuddled up, or something like that, like, you know what I'm saying. So there's no trust in no relationship like that, where they would project themselves a certain way on the outside, but really be longing for you on the inside. Like, there's something really wrong with that, and that need to be unpacked. That's on their end, though. Covert narcissists, they hide. Yeah. Shit, my father used to do that, y'all. I mean, there's other people that has done that to me, but yeah, call me a troublemaker because I tell the truth, right? And then, but when I'm present, oh, I love you. Oh, I love you too. And I hear about some nonsense later that didn't really wasn't even really what they said it was. It's crazy. So I had to just let that shit go. But I won't forget it, because that lets me not forgetting it helps me know who I'm dealing with so I don't forget. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to put myself in positions with somebody like that over and over again just to be the villain over and over again. I'm fine being the villain from a distance. But what you're not going to do, oh, where my mic at? What you're not going to do is play in my face. I don't have no energy for that. And anybody that come at me that give me that similar energy, I ain't got time for you either. Okay? Nope. Exactly. I had I had adults do that to me, men, women, children. I've seen people. As soon as I see how you moving, soon as I see how you moving, you ain't got to worry about me. Okay? Shoot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that daggone that ego. Yo, that ego is something else, y'all. That ego have people doing so much foolishness that they cut their noses despite their face. They know that they love you or something about you, or there's something that connects y'all, but that pride and ego gets in the way. They cannot put that aside. It's like it's just too much to do that. So then all they do is they waste time for themselves because when we, meaning the person that they've done it to, right? Collective, right? When that happens and we learn like, oh, okay, I can live without this person. They usually, for a lot of people, there's no coming back. You know what I'm saying? And other people, if you do come back, it's gonna have to be a miraculous change, or you haven't learned your lesson yet either, and you need to give it another go until it sinks in for you. You know, some people have that they need that time too. Like, okay, I need this. I need to give this person a chance. At least that's what they tell themselves. I need to give this person a chance. And then you get a person a chance, and then they do that shit all over again, if not worse. And that, it's not an indictment on you. It's just for you to learn how much more are you willing to take? How many chances are you going to keep giving somebody to do the same thing? Now, in the rare case that this person has actually changed, what have you have to really beg the answer. What did they show you before you gave them a chance? Because it can't just be words. It's not worth it. What's his name? Steve Harvey had a interesting letter this week on what they call the strawberry letter. So I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis. So the girl, she's like 27 and she was dating somebody 15 years older than her, and he basically took care of her, financially, pay her rent, all that stuff. And no, my bad, I'm mixing up story. Oh, okay, here it is. This young lady gets pregnant from her boyfriend who cheated on her. Okay. But she didn't know until 5 days after she broke up with him that she was actually pregnant. She moved on. She didn't say anything to him right away because she was pissed. So she's a couple months into her pregnancy. And somewhere in between, she meets a guy. She tells him on the first day they met, I'm pregnant. And I'm not with my dude because he cheated on me and I don't plan on getting with him. Well, this guy stepped up like a real G. He bought everything that the kid could possibly need. Like she's not gonna have to want for nothing. And he told her, I'm willing to raise this child. I really hope it's a boy because he already had a girl. So what ended up happening is he encouraged her to finally break it to the ex-boyfriend that she's pregnant. So she shows up at his job or wherever, and the current boyfriend waits for her, respectfully, and the ex is like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, and I'm pissed that I missed so much of the pregnancy." And so she was like, "Yeah, but you ain't gotta worry about nothing, because I already got a father for the child. You know what I'm saying? Me and my man are good. He's willing to raise this child." And so now the ex is feeling um pissed to say the least, and like, nah, you not, ain't no other man raising my child. So now all of a sudden he wants to marry her, and now she has a decision to make. And the current boyfriend was like, I'm gonna need you, because the ex keeps blowing up her phone now because he feel like he missing out. And she's like, I don't know what, like, I don't know what to do. And so I listened to these letters because they're entertaining, some of them. But this one in particular, I was kind of glad what I heard. I didn't hear all of whatever he said, but what Shirley was saying, and then I caught the beginning of what Steve said. What about that ex who cheated on her? You? That's what he's talking to the lady. What about that ex change other than he knows that you're having a child? Because if you get into a relationship with somebody who really is not different than when the last time you've seen them, and the only thing is your circumstances change, but they haven't, what are you going to end up with? Because you left them for the reason, and the reason was cheating. There was no trust. And this man is in competition with the other man now because you're now having his child. That don't change everything because you having his child. And I was so glad that they said that. Now I wish, the caller, I mean the letter writer was on a call or something and they could talk to them directly, because that's half the problem with people that spin the block and come back. What actually changed? What's different? We could be we can be in the public now. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to commit? Are you going to stop your lies? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to stop womanizing? Like, what's different and why? If that's what you plan on doing, why are you going to do it that way now? Think about it. And what would prove to the person you saying that to, or they saying that to, that you are in fact different? People got, we have connections that we come into this lifetime with, okay? And we meant to have these connections, these soulmate, even twin flame connections. We're meant to have these connections. We're meant to learn something from these connections. But in the off chance that this person gets past their pride and ego and they show up at your wherever, your door, your job, your whatever, what's different, right? That you would need to take them back other than their words, because their words don't mean shit. You get what I'm saying? Some some become better cheaters, better liars. But if, because I'm gonna put it to you like this: the people who are um alcoholics and drug addicts, I feel like for them, and this is just real generic though, with them, they literally need to sober up. You know what I'm saying? Probably the crux of their issue is their lack of sobriety when it comes to you, because that causes them to lie. When they know that you don't like them on drugs, or you don't like them on alcohol, or whatever their drug of choice or their addiction of choice. If they can change that, that makes a significant difference. Those people do deserve some redemption. I agree. Oh, I feel that really deeply, that they can deserve redemption. However, the liar, the cheater, I don't know how you compartmentalize those people, because what is the incentive to not lie? And how would you know? How would you know? I know, I just feel like that's the what tossed in my head today about trust. How do you begin to trust somebody that continues to break your trust and doesn't have a way to prove to you that they can be trusted, especially when all they doing is spinning the block, y'all. Like, y'all can't take everything at face value or words. You can't. It gotta be more than that. It has to be. I don't know. I don't know. Tell me more, spirit. Well, Carmen, when I started to read, and I said, this is not somebody that you have had years separation. This is more of a, from what I heard, Spirit said, this is like not that long ago type of thing. This is not somebody that y'all spent years apart type of stuff. This is somebody that y'all has a couple cycles. In the most recent cycle, you kind of said, yeah, I gotta put up stronger boundaries. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing with this person. Um, so I feel like this is not gonna fit everybody's story. But the thing is, what changes? Some people come and spin the block when you are about to heal, or you have healed, or they notice that you're not giving them no time, attention, or energy, right? So here they come back to get in your face to stay a little while and then go back out. And the advice with spirit was like, don't even let them come back. Hmm. Trust is one of the pillars to hold up love. I feel like it's like the pillar to hold up love. Tell me more. So your person is they're still learning. Or at least that's how you see them. Okay, this is the power how you see them. So you see them as somebody that's still learning, still growing, got a long way to go, because this is a page of swords in reverse. So they watch you, but they have a long way to go. This person is far from being capable of giving you what you need. That's how you see them. Tell me more, spirit. 10 of Pentacles. And they see you as family, wealth, stability, financial prosperity, well established legacy. They see you as marriage material. So it's like, that's so weird. Like, you see them as a very immature, somebody who got a long way to go. They need to exercise greater self control, right? Because they lack all of those things, right? And then they see you as the stability. Eh, Tell me more, spirit. You see them lacking balance. So this could be somebody who has an addiction. The Temperance in reverse is my card for addiction. Somebody overindulging. You know what I'm saying? Having cravings and impulses. They're imbalanced and misaligned. This is somebody who drinks too much. Hence the cups are upside down. This is somebody who just indulges too much, right? Very extreme, very excessively. They might be addicted to trauma and drama too. So whatever it is, they got an addiction. Tell me more. Um, this person, the King of Coins in reverse is my card for they have a shisty energy. Okay. Corrupt. So they have corrupt tendencies. Maybe they think you have corrupt tendencies. I don't know, but or that you're too money driven. Maybe because require you have requirements, and it may not always be about money, but it could just be that they be stable, at the very least, have a job, stay a couple years if you can't, have a business, work your business, don't run into the ground. Get your education so that you can keep going up the ladder or whatever. Like, you have some sort of um requirements in order for them to be in your life. And this person want to cut corners, because the King of Pentacles don't want to put in no hard work. They would rather get the wealth without the effort. So this is somebody who would scam or cut corners. Tell me more. So it says less intense sorrow. So you healing. You are slowly healing. This person owes you an apology in order to get the forgiveness. That's there in the center. Here it says, I know I have to apologize. I need your forgiveness. And then this is also about that apology and that forgiveness. You require that. Like, you can heal without that, but you require that for them to even speak to you. Like they need to know what they're apologizing for. Don't get it twisted. They couldn't just say, I'm sorry for everything. Nah. Everything like what? Be specific. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what they did. Whatever that is. They know what they did. And you, Spirit is saying you require that in order to heal anything with them. So let's say you don't take the role of relationship, like intimate or a romantic relationship, but the role could be that y'all could be friends. You know what I'm saying? In a associate type of way. You know what I'm saying? You could be cordial, I would say, if they show some humility and put that pride and ego down for a change and showed you the respect you deserve, because I feel like they did disrespect you with those trust issues. Tell me more. Yep, spell it all the way out. Don't tell me, oh, I'm sorry for everything. What the fuck is that? Everything like what? Say it. I want to know all the things you believe you sorry for. And it's not because I want you to grovel. You know what I'm saying? It's not that kind of energy. It's more like I need to know you know what you're sorry for. Because people know that they offend you. But sometimes that, like I said, going back to that cognitive dissonance, if they've been stubborn about it and think that they haven't done anything wrong, or the way you reacted is what was wrong, they don't really know why they would apologize to you, because they don't see them doing anything. You know what I'm saying? That would warrant an apology. So if they come to you talking about I'm sorry for everything, they don't really know what they're apologizing for. They just saying it just to say it. And if that's the case, you know for without a shadow of a doubt, they didn't mean it. They didn't mean a word they said. Tell me more. Wishes will not come true to satisfy self praise. Okay, so um this person realizes that they were lazy in this relationship, that they didn't put any effort in, that they felt like, it was supposed to just come to them naturally. The Nine of Cups is more, in reverse, is about sorrow. So I do feel like they're dissatisfied with their life and they never got their wishes. So this person would rather wish upon a star to have you, but not really put any effort to keep you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a very one-sided relationship where I don't feel like there was a connection that felt reciprocated. It was more of a one-sided show. You put a lot of energy in. And I feel like that's also what you pondered over time with this situation. Like every time they ghosted you, you got closer and closer to healing, that you were getting closer and closer to the conclusion. Like, wait a minute, I'm the one doing everything. What are they doing? What have they ever given me? What have they ever shown me other than can you do this for me, do that for me? I feel like you start to realize this person was probably dictating your energy instead of showing up for you because they were needy. Yeah, 4 cups. Discontent, disappointment, self pity. They might have been a victim. They took you for granted for sure, for sure. They rejected any new opportunities with you, but at the same time wanted them when they wanted it. So they wanted you when they wanted you and not before, not after. They need to self evaluate. Yeah. So this is somebody that every time they got your cup of love, they would just pour it out and move on and do their ghosting thing again. They just play with you. All right. This person is, I don't know. I feel like your person really needs to go get some help about them emotions, because it's not giving somebody gets it. Again, it's giving somebody who, like, how do you know you need to apologize? But they probably don't need to know. They don't know what they're apologizing for. But then every time they got you a couple of, they throw it out. This is a very confused, immature individual. Okay, this person would give 10 of wands, meaning they would hand you every wand there was for you to hold. Mm. And it's also somebody that would make you question your self worth because they put so much on you. This is somebody who didn't get it some other way, so they found you, okay, and they put it on you. Mm-mm-mm. And they use the connection to bury you with their burdens, whatever that is. But I feel like this is somebody who played the victim, so it made it easy for you to see them that way. Like Rochelle said, uh, the empath paradigm. You know what I'm saying? They got mommy and daddy issues. They ain't worked out. This is somebody who probably gets more validation from or seeks, excuse me. Let me clarify that. This is somebody who seeks validation from a parent. So if it's a guy, 9 times out of 10, oh no. You know what? It don't even matter. It's a parent. It's a definite parent issue. I remember this guy when I was in high school. Everything was centered around his dad. Everything. All our conversations to the point where we became a spectacle in class because we debating and talking like religion and stuff like that. And it was always, well, my dad said, my dad. Or if my dad, well, my dad told me. I'm like, oh my God. So after a while, I was like, well, I'm like, I really don't want to have a discussion. Like we would have this in English class before it started, and all eyes would be on us. And one day I just was like, I'm done. And everybody was like, what? Y'all not gonna argue? No, ain't nothing to argue with because his dad ain't here. Every time I turn around, he say, my dad said that maybe his dad is who I need to be talking to because he don't have an opinion of his own. Conversely, when they're like my mom, it's the same freaking. It's something they can get from that parent that every 2 seconds that parent's mouth or name come out their mouth because and that's what caused that emotional avoidance. It's something they didn't get from that parent. Their mom comes out their mouth or their dad comes out their mouth because they need that validation from them all the time. Y'all wait till we do that parent wound workshop. I'm telling you. But we about to unpack that. I'm gonna learn something too. I'm gonna teach something. I'm gonna learn something. But it is annoying to deal with somebody who every chance they get, they bring up that parent for some sort of validation that they're not getting. And here, th- they can't keep a relationship because they don't want it. They don't want nothing else than what they got, or they don't want to be no more than their victimhood. Yes, and they do use emotions to trauma bond. I had to tell a friend the other day, she became friends or friendly with an ex's daughter. Now the ex is very narcissistic, we have discovered, very narcissistic. And the daughter has a lot of complaints about them, but they talk about other things. So she wants to continue the relationship with the girl, but I had to, for me, from the outside looking in, I'm hearing trauma bond. The dad is the problem. She's able to communicate with her and complain about her because she knows that he doesn't treat her right as well. And I'm like, you got to be careful that your relationship is not centered on him because that becomes a trauma bond. And then every time you talk to her, she's going to find a way to complain about what's going on with dad. When really at this point she need to leave you out of that situation so that you can find your peace and your healing when it comes to him because he did the most. And you don't need to keep my advice to her was you don't want her to help you keep reliving that with him. But yeah, somebody I feel like got some parent wounds, got to grow up, Gotta let you go so you can heal. But that's not. I'm promise you that this is not likely that they will let you go. I feel like they're stubborn and they feel like they can come back at any time. I mean, the cards already conveyed that. I'm just surmising. Um, they see you as that family, that legacy. They know who they know. If they didn't know who you are, they know now, right? And that's because of your pulling back of your energy and you setting them boundaries and those requirements in order for them to be in your life. And this person knows that they got to work toward that. They cannot just walk in. If you made your boundaries clear with them, you don't care if they pour another cup of love out because you're not giving them no more to pour out. They can pour out anybody else's cup. It ain't your business. So let's leave these duplicitous people to the universe. hmm Let's leave these duplicitous people to the universe. Let the universe deal with your person, okay? Because they can teach a lesson better than any of us could ever. All you need to do is get the hell up out the way so they can learn, right? You get out the classroom and let them sit down and learn from that teacher, the universe. Let them have their karma for their bad choices because it's here. They getting karma for it. The scales of justice are weighing up their heart right as we speak. Now, Spirit said with natural disaster, you could not imagine what it is that that clicks for them. Like you won't see it. It won't be probably won't ever come out your mouth, but it probably be very similar to what you could have thought of, but not what you thought of. Get what I'm saying? Like the problem or the root of the problem with them will be the catalyst that teaches them a lesson, but you probably couldn't imagine. It's just like um somebody telling you a story about something tragic, not tragic, bad, like life or death, but tragic happening, some sort of drama. And the more they tell you, like, wow, because it's beyond what you could imagine. It is worse than what you could think of. That's what it's going to be for this person. In the year of the nine, that's how they folks is getting their karma. Worse than you could imagine. Not that you didn't know they were deserving or that they will get it, just worse than you can imagine. This is what they're going to deal with. So if this person does not choose to heal or learn the lesson that they are being given, because a lot of times, here's the thing: Spirit will give you a lesson, the universe will give you lessons. But if you just don't see it as the consequences of your actions, then you'll just keep getting them. My husband has a coworker, and he's told me several things that's happened to this man. And it's like constant slaps in the face. And it's like, and I realized something in his pattern. You see, he don't learn. He does not learn. Um, he got a job for the state, right? Meaning he took the civil service exam, applied for a specific position, and it was offered, right? But all he got was the offer before. Next thing you know, the next call was, well, we're going to have to rescind our offer because we were told that you were not reliable. And you know why they told him he wasn't reliable? Because the brother of a man whose wife this man cheated with caught on to the fact that it was him. So he cheated with some lady, right? On while she cheated on her husband. And so her brother-in-law was like, "Who? Nah, he ain't reliable, and no more job." Like, luckily, he still got a job, but no more job. Couple other things happened to his car. All of this is in a span of 2 months, y'all. Like literally from last year to this year. Um, he had a birthday party recently. Brother died on the day of the party. Um, couple things happened to this man, and I'm just like, He every time I hear something good about to happen, something bad happened. But honestly, I feel like he's never got the message. He never learned. This man has 40 something kids, from what I understand. Cause he just plant his seed everywhere he go. He don't learn nothing. So, don't be that person. I feel like whoever you thinking about, if it was more recent than anything, that's your person. And they will continue to get the consequences for their action. And you don't have to do anything, honestly. You don't. Let the universe deal with them because they would handle them in ways you couldn't, like I said, you can't even imagine. What's up, Imani? How you doing, girl? You ain't respond to my last text, so when you get a chance, make sure you look into your text. But yeah. So take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna bid y'all adieu because we've been on here long enough. But yeah, what was I about to say? I'll be back tomorrow. It's Sunday, so I'll be back. But I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with me tonight. Love you guys. And I'll talk to you later. Peace. You welcome, Bite. You welcome, Carmen.